Hello, and welcome to another episode of Exotic Conversations with Arnie Carmichael. I'm Arnie Carmichael, and I like to have exotic conversations. Today I have the bass player and guitar player from Outer Space Real Estate. We recently went on location and covered their beautiful, magnificent performance down at Horses. I found myself being enraptured upon it like a male unicorn. It's going to be marvelous. Well, all right, so I'm here with Jeff Smith, the lead guitarist, and actually only guitarist in Outer Space Real Estate, and Garrett Holtz, bass mastermind. So, first off, I just want to comment on the amount of facial hair that we have going on this episode. This is by far the most mustaches I have had in one sitting since, well, the thing that I did earlier before you guys got here. Anyways, so how'd you gents get started? I know you used to be in a band, Garrett, and Jeffrey, I don't know if you used to be, but how did you become the international sensations that you are today?
Well, you want to field this one, or?
Go right ahead, Jeff.
Well, you said it correctly. Garrett was in a band. I was not, and he moved back, and Mikey Knutson, he was like, dude, you got to meet this guy. He's a bass player.
Yes.
Likes all this type of stuff you do. So we met, we jammed a few times, and then we borrowed some other band members from other bands and formed this band, to make a long story short.
Indeed. It's quite the story. It's really something. You know, given how cosmic and amazing you guys are these days, and just such small beginnings. How many actual practices did you have before you had your first gig and unveiled yourself to the world as Outer Space Real Estate?
Two, three?
Something like that.
Tough questions.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Artie?
It's just what happens. They come right from in here, right inside the old bank, Bankaroony. And then they come out here, out of the emitter.
Yeah.
Almost called this the microphone, I guess, if you really got into it in musical terms. So, where did you first get your interest in music?
Just hearing music as a little kid, classic rock stations, and my older brother and his friends, they were young whippersnappers listening to cool tunes, and I was like very intrigued.
I believe it was when I bought my first Savage Garden CD when I was about 8 years old. And just changed my life tremendously. When I thought that he was speaking to me when he said that he wanted to stand with myself on a mountain, and then bathe with me in the sea.
Yes, those lyrics actually run my life.
They cut pretty deep.
It's true, especially when you hear the first one. What is the ooh, I wanna know when I need ya? And then the
Yes.
drink a cherry cola.
Well, I believe he wanted some chicken cherry cola.
Yes, chicken cherry cola.
I believe it was chicken broth mixed with cherry cola that was the flavor he was searching for.
Have you tried that, actually?
I have not yet.
I dabble in it. Sometimes when I'm sitting in my house, I listen to Savage Garden on full blast, crank it all the way to 11, and I eat chicken and drink cherry cola.
Well, that's separating the two.
Well, no, I dunk the chicken in the cola, and then bite, and then keep going.
And wash it down.
Yes, with the chicken cherry cola.
Broth soda mixture.
Have you seen the video for that song?
I actually rinsed my toothbrush in that.
With chicken cherry cola?
Yes.
That sounds fabulous.
It's actually how I got my mustache to curl so exquisitely this afternoon.
Did it
also.
force grow as you brush?
It
and
certainly
then,
accelerated the process.
Indeed. I will have to try that because
A diet of chicken cherry cola grows a great mustache.
mine's a little sparse. I've always been into the force growing of pretty much anything. Hair, facial hair. Ideally, I want the superpower to be able to force grow a mullet and a mustache at the same time.
If you believe it, you can achieve it.
Indeed. The more you know.
The more it grow.
That's
More
a little,
hair you grow.
that's a little Star Wars thing right there. These are not the droids you're looking for. All right.
You want to go home and make a glass of chicken cherry cola.
Chicken cherry cola. So, after that tangent, who came up with the name Outer Space Real Estate?
It would be my good friend Adam Taub from Santa Cruz, California. And I called him up one day and asked him if he knew any good band names, and he rambled that one off and it stuck.
Just out of nowhere?
Just out of nowhere.
Did he have a list, like preordained list, or you just call him, hey buddy, what's the haps on the craps? I need a band name, and he's just, boom, Outer Space Real Estate, right at you.
Exactly.
Like, no time even passed in the phone call?
I imagine previous conversations with other fellows about good band names maybe could have been about, but like that, he was on it.
That is amazing. Probably one of the most remarkable band name stories I've ever heard of.
He sounded like a pretty interesting guy. I kind of want to meet him. Especially since we're capitalizing off his ingenuity for creating band names. So I'd at least like to shake his hand. You know?
But you've shaped the device. I mean, it started as a name, and now you and the other members of your band are actually creating the Outer Space Real Estate.
We are selling it.
Which is how I feel when I listen to your music and go to your shows. I'm actually blown away to the point where I feel like I have taken up and bought a piece of real estate in outer space. Not specifically on any planet, just in space in general.
That is what we're going for.
And as I listen, I'm spinning around in the space, doing topsy-turvies and circle roundies. It's a whole huge thing.
You had some epic dance moves during I Feel Good, I must say.
Thank you very much.
You snipped that rug just into shreds, my friend.
That's what I try to do. When it comes down to the dancing, I throw it down. Because it's just like in the exotic, natural, wild animal kingdom. You have to be able to show your dance moves and your plumage to attract a mate. And that's what I use my dancing for, because I don't really have a lot of plumage going on. It's red tie, light blue shirt, brown pants. They look at me and they're like, that man doesn't even know how to dress himself, but hot he dance.
Well said. I'd like to give you the fuel for the dance moves to display your
Exactly.
plumage. It's kind of a circular kind of thing. You cut up a rug, we shred, plumage is displayed.
Present it.
And then does the plumage feed back into you? Does my dance display help encourage you to be a more
Absolutely.
Yeah.
delicious guitar player and bass player?
Absolutely.
Yes, you couldn't have said it any better.
That is a perfect circle. I'd even call it a circle of funk, maybe.
Circle of funk and life.
Bam, right here.
On the
That's
one.
our term. We just got it. That's ours. I do believe
Copyright.
we actually have video of you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and give that a little look-see. So, when you fellers are not out blowing minds and melting faces, do you have regular jobbies, or do you just live, breathe, and eat and sleep the funk?
I would say the latter.
Just all day, every day. You wake up, funky trip to the bathroom, funky coming to school, funky walking down the street, funky driving around the roads.
It's like an
whole-
I cup funky colors backwards. I see you pee, funky colors.
Ah,
When I see myself pee, funky colors.
It's kind of like a rainbow.
it's like a circular rainbow.
A pee. Oops. Flub that one.
Yeah, I didn't know where you were going with the pee thing.
I see you pee, funky colors. Like, I don't know what you know about that.
Were we just talking about pee? When we wake up and go pee?
Yeah, well, I was saying a funky trip to the bathroom, and then a funky living life, funky driving around the street, funky walking down the street, funky walking to your class, funky eating bowl of cereal, funky life in general.
I kind of hear a wah-wah pedal going in my brain most of the time.
Is it like your life has a soundtrack, and then you bring that into the music?
Yeah.
You just kind of walk in, and you're like, wow, 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 wow. And then you sit down and you eat a bowl of cereal, and then maybe it changes a little bit, and it's like a waka wow, wow, waka wow, wow,
The
wow.
song definitely gets a lot more crunchy.
Yeah.
Like, are we talking crunchy dubstep or crunchy?
Like crunchy head, nar.
Sick,
Oh,
sick, brah,
sick,
brah. Like,
brah, to the crunchiness.
it's crunchy like
Ah.
granola.
Indeed, it definitely even. I think. Oh, here we are. We're on a new one. What would you say the style of music you guys play is?
Granola, funk, crunch, space, jam, steez, rock, tastical, mania.
Indeed. I think I already kind of touched on that when we were talking about the funk, with the funk rambles and the funk life.
With a little pinch of jazz, free jazz, and also
Like
influences
methods?
from violin and piano concertos and sonatas.
So the classic, it's almost your interpretation of the classical genre of music, in a way.
There's a pinch of Bach
Yes.
in the sauce, in the funk sauce.
Yes. Is that how you would categorize funk almost? Is this just kind of a sauce conglomeration of the different styles of music? Willfully interpreted through your instruments and your body and your mind? Your funk mind?
I would say it's the most perfect, awesome, cosmic being of sound that could possibly imagine that's just projected upon the earth, and that would be what funk music is.
I like that very much. That is perhaps the best quote I've ever heard. That's how a man describes music. Not just a man, but a man with a mustache. So would you say that would you say you gentlemen are particularly funky, soulful gentlemen?
You know, it's a journey. You can't just, it's part of the funk, you know. You get up, you look in the mirror and you go, well, I'm just one funky SOB. I mean, that's not the whole thing.
You have to strive towards it.
Yes.
Yes.
We're apprentices in the funk right now. but
Yes.
We're trying to get to
Like
the masterdom.
Yes, like
Maybe-
Bootsy status, perhaps.
Maybe in 5,000 years. Okay.
So, I once heard that all great musicians are tortured by their inner demons and have to make deals with the devil. Is that something you guys have? Are you tortured by demons? And or have you made a deal with the devil? Funk devil.
No.
No demons
No.
torturing?
No,
Well.
no deals with the devil.
You didn't have like the four corners meeting Satan out in the middle of an abandoned cornfield thing going on?
There was this one time that I made a pentagram out of crushed up Cheetos on the floor of my apartment, and when I sat in the middle of it, strange words started coming out of my mouth that didn't make no sense, you know? And then I picked up my guitar afterwards, and it was hella funky.
That is remarkable. So there wasn't like an actual, like you see in the movies all the time, where it's the articulated with the devil and the signing the name and the whatnots. So this could just be a gift from either God or Satan.
It was an informal agreement. Would be the best description.
Like a spoken word.
Yeah, but like he couldn't really prove it in court, so
Indeed.
I don't know. Maybe
So technically you got a little bit of something for nothing. Money for nothing, and your chicks for free.
and
Kicks,
and
not chicks.
a Cheetos pentagram.
Did you eat the Cheetos afterwards?
Yep.
That's how you do it. That's how you sealed the deal, I would say. Definitely. Oh, we already did that. Sha. Got that one too. Next one. So what's the next step? I know you guys have played gigs all over the Northern Hills, and when am I going to see you boys rocking America?
We currently have no touring plans as of now, but maybe sometime.
In the summertime?
Maybe
Well,
next summer.
Yeah.
Summer of 2014.
Well, that kicks this question right out. So, what kind of equipments do you guys use? I actually put an S on there.
Yes.
Equipments.
I believe that is the correct plurals.
It's true. If you're ever in doubt about anything being plural or not, just put another S on there.
Yes.
Even if it already has an
Yes,
S.
this is.
Is.
I likes to use his Epiphone Les Paul guitars and Egnator amplifications and a Boss effects processor for the wah-wahs and the like all that kind of spaceship sound stuff.
Yeah. Gotta have the spaceship sounds. Gotta have them.
I use Fender basses and Mark bass amplification.
Is that the number one first word in bass amplification?
I would say.
Alrighty.
It puts the funk in the trunk. Makes you shake your junk.
Is this a figurative trunk or a literal trunk we're talking about?
Both.
Nice. Okay, so I think for my outro credits, instead of doing what I usually do, we're gonna go ahead and just play another one of your guys' songs that we recorded. How's that sound?
Excellent.
All right. So, well, I loved your guys' show the other night, and I have to say thank you both for coming on.
Thank you, Arnie, for having us.
I
It was our
appreciate it
pleasure.
very much.
Thank you very much, Arnie.
Yes. You can see these guys. When is your next gig?
April 6th at the Knuckle in Sturgis, South Dakota. And then April 20th here in Spearfish at Horses to Harleys.
Well, all right. You guys got the info. Come check them out. Outer Space Real Estate, 46420. Make it happen.
Like us on Facebook, too.
Yeah, Facebooks. So, for me, and Chris, and Lisa, and Chet, and Tori, and Amanda, and Garrett, and Jeff, and everybody else here at Exotic Conversations, we'll remind you to find your wild side. Meow, 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 meow! Meow! it like being a part of the most amazing band on the west side of the state?
Well, it's thrilling, really, to be worshipped, by virtually everyone in this town. So I gotta say that if I could, be in any other place at any other time, I wouldn't do it.
It's true, I've seen that. You are worshipped like gods in front of the women, men, everyone. It's just nuts. So does that affect your personal life at all?
Oh yeah, I don't even listen to other people's music to not tap the creative juices, I feel like I have to get all the raw ideas from myself, so to be kind of a shut-in.
Yes, indeed, I understand completely what you're saying. I play the spoons, so I can't actually try to develop any other ideas with the spoons while listening to any other type of music that's ever been planned.
Oh, you
or
should
played.
sit in with us.
I would love to do that. I could have a rousing spoon section. I don't really know if the spoons are a big aspect of the funk though, so you guys are just widely known for the funk, so you just relate eloquently. You make it like a beautiful Mozart play almost.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.